In 1973, 70 tenant tillers and small farmers formed the Samahang Nayon with the assistance of the Department of Local Government and Community Development or DLGCD. In 1992, the organization was transformed and registered as a full-fledged multisectoral, multipurpose agricultural cooperative, now known as the Lamac Multipurpose Cooperative. Over the years, Lamac MPC has metamorphosed and is now one of the biggest and most diversified cooperative in the country. The hardships experienced by its 70 pioneering members is Lamac MPC's inspiration as it continued to endeavor by holistically responding to the empowerment needs of the vulnerable sector through its various socio-economic programs. From the initial membership of 70 farmers, Lamac MPC has now a total of 105,000 members from various sectors to include farmers and fisher folks, micro-entrepreneurs, laborers, OFWs, SMEs, youth, women, PWDs, and senior citizens. The agri-sector takes around 60% of its total membership. Originating from a remote mountain barangay in southwestern Cebu, Lamac MPC is now in 49 branches and satellite offices, 32 of which are in Cebu, 6 in Bohol, 4 in Negros Occidental, 4 in Leyte, and 3 in Southern Leyte. The initial CBU of 3,500 pesos is now a huge 2.3 billion pesos assets as of 2020, supporting the various socio-economic projects of the cooperative, catering to the varied needs of its members. Lamac MPC successfully established a number of projects to include its water system project, now serving a total of 887 households, Co-op Mart, bakery, credit and savings, which is one of the biggest portfolio of the cooperative with around 60% of it supporting farmers and fisher folks. 5 resorts, including one with a wave pool, 4 in the mountainside and 1 in the beach area, which significantly contributed to an increased tourism activities in Pinamungahan, Cebu. Soap and candle making projects, water refilling station, dealership venture with Coca-Cola Philippines, housing project, which is currently benefiting 125 beneficiaries, dormitory project in Cebu City being managed by its youth members, 2 gasoline pump stations, garments making as assisted by DTI in 2019, and benefiting 54 women and youth. Driven by its vision and mission of alleviating the plight of its farmer members, Lamac MPC further diversified its operations through its agro-enterprise development program, guided by the clustering and value chain approach in agriculture. In 2013, the clustering approach was brought to materialize through the Farmers Entrepreneurship Program via the tripartite partnership of Jollibee Group Foundation, Catholic Relief Services, and the National Livelihood Development Corporation, which aims to transform farmers into entrepreneurs. The clustering approach was strongly supported by the Department of Agriculture. Lamac MPC institutionalized the clustering approach in all its agri-enterprises and offers holistic services to speed up in alleviating the lives of its smallholder farmers, such as access to capital, capability training, insurances, and facilitate market linkages. Over the years, Lamac MPC continued to select its right partners as it overcomes the challenges and help farmers deal their fears of sustaining their chosen enterprise. Lamac MPC also initiates to complete the agricultural value chain from production to product development, processing, market, and even bringing in farm tourism. All this yielded to positive results and outcomes. To date, Lamac MPC has different clusters of farmers and fisher folks actively participating in the agro-enterprise development program. Each cluster is composed of 10 to 15 farmers and elect from themselves 6 officers such as cluster leader, production coordinator, post-harvest coordinator, cluster secretary, cluster treasurer, and food safety officer to help monitor the food safety standards compliance, promote good decision-making, and practice shared leadership. In 2014, the vegetable farmer clusters were formed. They produce fresh and safe vegetables, program their planting and match the volume requirements of the market, while Lamac MPC consolidates and sells to its 110 institutional buyers. Even at the height of the pandemic, Lamac MPC continues to supply fresh vegetables to Cebuanos through the Kadiwa on Wheels program of the Department of Agriculture, which provided reefer van and hauling trucks that has helped sustain the enterprise of the vegetable clusters. Lamac MPC also ventured in cacao enterprise in partnership with Kenimers and Land Bank, a cacao seedling nursery with a capacity to raise 600,000 cacao seedlings was established in Pandacan, Pinamungahan. Cacao farmer clusters were organized and a total of 500 hectares were planted. A total income of 14.30 million pesos was recorded for 2015 to 2019. For the processing of safe and quality tablea, a processing plant was established through the DTI Shared Service Facility. In 2015, the dairy farmer clusters in Toledo City and Pinamungahan was formed in partnership with the Philippine Carabao Center as it works to further provide additional income for farmers through dairy production. A dairy milk processing plant was also established through the DTI Shared Service Facility and assistance of PCC for the production of other dairy-based products. As a marketing facility, 2 dairy box outlets were set up. To further expand its market, Lamac MPC also partners with the DepEd through its daily milk feeding program, serving a total of 73,000 malnourished students in Cebu and Negros. The reefer van, provided by the Department of Agriculture, helps ensure the safety of the milk during delivery periods. Moving further, in 2017, the Cassava Farmers Cluster in Bugo, Cebu was also organized. DTI, through the SSF and the Department of Agriculture, provided for the facility on the cassava chips and granule processing and a warehouse. For market, Lamac MPC partners with San Miguel Food Incorporated for cassava granules and chips. Since Lamac MPC has proven to have excellent management capabilities and a good reputation of running a business enterprise, in 2015, the co-op was chosen as one of the PCA's partners in Kaanib AgroHub project to engage in coconut coir and allied product processing. Being new to the said enterprise, Lamac MPC expressed to PCA that while waiting for the hub project to materialize, they wanted to develop its technical and management capability of the said business venture, and thus, PCA provided one old rehabilitated and unused decorticating machine in 2017. PCA considered the Cooperative as one of the beneficiaries of a one-set coir processing equipment plus technical assistance through skills trainings.
We love the project, and then we approached the PCA to help us na maglakbay-aral mi dito sa Mindanao, and it came out that, oh, it's really a good project. It's a zero waste. I can justify that cocoa is really a tree of life.
Lamac MPC purchased an 8-hectare lot in Colonia, Tuburan, Cebu for the Cocoa Hub processing facility, and coconut farmer clusters were then organized.
With the Historia, were able to purchase the lot.
The coir processing facility in Tuburan was fully operational in 2020. Aside from coir-based products, Lamac MPC has also diversified its coconut product lines by producing cocoa sugar, virgin coconut oil, and coconut water-treated sardines and other cocoa water-infused food products. Food product innovations in the Cocoa Hub site was made possible through the co-op's collaboration with Cebu Technological University. Markets of coconut products include DPWH, various contractors, and several local buyers. Ongoing efforts are also being undertaken to respond to a huge export market for cocoa peat. Lamac MPC has also partnered with DOST Region 7 in the establishment of the first Science for the People Smart Food Value Chain Facility and Manufacturing Village in the Cocoa Hub site in Tuburan, Cebu. This facility provides the much-needed food safety and quality testing facilities and services closer to the people in the countryside and enables the development of significant technologies to provide value on the handling of produce and its conversion to safe, high-quality, value-added products. There are still a number of farmer clusters organized by Lamac MPC to include corn and rice farmers, cat flower farmer clusters, hog raiser farmer clusters in Cebu in partnership with Virginia Farms, fisher folk farmer clusters, free-range chicken farmer clusters, and youth farmer clusters under the Sustainable Youth Educational Program of the Cooperative. All these farmer clusters are market-driven and monitored daily by Lamac MPC's hired agri-technicians assigned in every area to mentor and monitor farmers' performance and progress. To further professionalize agriculture, Lamac MPC also established its farm school in partnership with TESDA and ATI. Farm tourism was also initiated in partnership with the Department of Tourism. Lamac MPC's clustered farms have benefited more than 5,000 families. Soaring high since 1973, Lamac MPC continues to implement successful initiatives and programs in the agriculture sector. And what could have been the contributing factors behind its success?
Lamac is one of the parklang barangay of the town of Pinamumuhan. We are very near to the boundaries, city and municipality, but very far to our own municipality. And that is not a big challenge. Pag cater na to sa ilang mga inputs sa ato mga mag-uuma. Because we started nothing, we have only a limited cash, and then we source out our own funds. All the mobilization, ang maghihimo, manaygon mi, para lang anay funds ang organization. And we always believe that prayer is powerful. And it is our faith that really gives us the inspiration to believe God's intervention. And it is not inculcated in the mind and heart of our members so that there will be a solid cooperation. After that consumer store, we find out that the need of our farmers is not only more on the consumption, but rather to also increase their production. So that is why we opened the lending facility. Our financial cannot cope up during the time. So we also link to land bank. Despite of some challenges, is that we are a risk taker because of our passion to reach our goal. So what we did is just to visit mga existing cooperative nearby who are operating also the same as we have. And then we just copy all their mga best practices. And our mission is to strongly respond this vulnerable sector, and that is why our target clientele should be the small farmers and small fisher folks, including the coconut farmers. As of today, our aim is to consolidate, make our services diversified, not only limited of our expertise. I also believe that conversion is the key to the success of the sustainability of our organization. In 2015, we started in our partnership with the PCA, who challenged us also to be a partner in helping the cocoa farmers. Through convergence, government facility like the Cocoa Hub, it is a great help of the organization. It is true that cocoa enterprise is a zero-waste enterprise. There are so many challenges, I should be honest, that I really don't know to run the business. When PCA introduced the Cocoa Hub to us, we always know that this project will benefit the small farmers, especially the coconut farmers. Lamac and PCA will not hesitate to accept it, not because we don't know, not because we don't have resources, but we could be an instrument in bridging the gap para maabot nga dito sa mga tao. And we're thinking on the consolidation. All of the small cocoa farmers or cocoa association, we will welcome them, and then Maningkamot ta nga kung unsa man gani ang volume sa to market, we have to pass it to nila so that Lamac na will be the consolidator. That is one way that we could now respond the need of in terms of quality and quantity. And I'm so happy to share with you that when Pobre magkausa, their piso will become 1,000 millions, and we will not stop until God will say, okay na ang mga katawan.
Ako day si Ligaya Miras, taga Sudlon, Cebu City. Ako ang cluster head diri sa among barangay. Sa una gyud kami diri dili lang kay ako, kami gyud tanan diri mag-uuma nga mga small farmers lang ba. Lisod jud kaayo mi diri kay wala mi kakuhaan sa among mga financial kanang gamit gani namo sa pang-uma or mas kitawgo na to kanang pang-adlaw-adlaw namo nga panginahanglan maglisod mi pangitaon pa sa namo usa mi makakaon. Yun ana kalisod ang farmer diri sa Sudlon sa una. Pag human sa Yolanda, niabot pud ang Lamac diri, murag gituyo gid sa Ginoo nga murag sila itubag sa amo ang gipanginahanglan sa among mga problema ni adtong higayuna. Kay ang amo adjong damgo dinhing dapita nga makakita ra jud mi og kanang permanente bitaw nga merkado para sa among mga utanon. So ni-appeal ra jud ko ato din pag human, diretso ra jud ko pa-member. Wala ko nag-expect nga mahimo akong cluster leader, ang gusto ra jud nako mo deliver. So niabot si Lamac diri, nag-introduce ani nga programa sa Farmer Entrepreneurship Program or FEP. Mao ni nga sa pagkakaron ang among grupo murag kaloy sa Ginoo ning lungtad siya ning lambo pinaagi pod sa pagtabang sa among mga partners kay daghan na kayong og partners nga nitabang kanamo karon. Ang amo ang pagpanguma karon hayahay na. Kay na nami mga gamit, mga kanang bag-o nga technology kay sa una magbisbis mi amo mang kabuon. Karon na nami mga water pump, mga power spray, parehas anay amo ang rain shelter. Kani di ay siya makapa-increase ni sa amo ang kanang production sa amo ang lettuce. Kay kung uwano nang among lettuce wala patay. Karon murag na bukas na gani amo ang panghuna-huna nga kanang mga bag-o nga teknolohiya kinahanglan jud mi mo adapt ana para sa improvement sa amo ang pag-uma. Kanang sa amo sang pang-adlaw-adlaw ginhawa na jud. Dili na gyud ingon nga pangitaon pa. Na ako mga kauban na mga sakyanan. Na indot na ilang mga balay. Nya makapa-eskwela na pud bisa mo mga anak sa college. Kuan na gani ka nga na jud moy gamayng tigom.
Ako di ay si Emilia Himarino, nagpuyo diri sa Mohon Kolnya Tuburan, Cebu. Membro ko sa Lamac Multipurpose Cooperative. Una di na nga, kuanan mi sa Lamac, yopiran mi, tigaan mi niya luna, among kabalhinan. Tapos ilamang gitagaan og kanang trabaho. Mao na ni karon nga nagkuan mi sa kanang pagkuan aning trabaho diri sa parte sa lobby. Kay kami diri puro la may mga istambenara sa balay ba mga mama nya mo tong nagsorbi man ang taga Lamac ka pwede sila mohatag og trabaho sa mga ginikanan nga walay nara sa balay nga pwede makakuan og trabaho nga naara diri sa ato ara pod nga makatrabaho pa ta sa atuan nya makakuan na ta makatrabaho pa ta diri sa Lamac karon kay dako kay katabang namo ka makapamalit na jud mig unsay among gusto kay naka kuan nami sa Lamac ba na nami ma-income nga makuan pod namo mo na unsay among mahimo makakuan na jud mi na jud na kanang gamay improvement ba.
Wish 175.
I'm Insoy Ninyal. Na ako sa banda Bising Filimon. Then my wife is also an events organizer. Pero pag igo sa pandemic na undang tanan nga business kay katong amo ang mga patrabaho nagsalig man to siya og gathering so naundang tanan because of the lockdown so nanguli we decided to go home to Pinamungahan, my hometown, to start life anew, no? Nabala kami kay wala may pangidabuhian na undang tanong source of income. So we started looking for other sources of income nga aron mabuhi lang mi. So nakig-meet kog mga officers sa Lamac Cooperative, and then daghang gyud produkto ang Lamac nga nakita na mo nga potential kay siya nga mahimong hot item online. Ang dako gid ato nga item nga nakita na mo, dako ay potential ang PC made from cocoa fiber. Mabuto panahon na nga kusugay ang mga plantita naganahinay nagsaka. So ang cocoa rope amo nakita tungod kay pwede siya himuong kaang, pwede siya himuong cocoa poles o daghan pang butang nga magamit sa garden. So mo to, we started selling the twine, the cocoa rope online. Then nationwide din siya, Shopee na siya ang nakita, no? So we started with about 400 to 500 in taon ka PC, and then just a matter of weeks ning tubo siya in 2000s, and then naabot ang point nga ang cocoa hub sa cooperative dili na maka-supply sa demand because pipila raman ang mamuhatag PC. Kay di naman maato ang orders, so ang Lamac Cooperative mo deliver na diri weekly like 2,000 to 3,000 ropes, nabot to 5,000 gani a week. We had a deal with Co-op nga tagaan tag twiner diri sa pinamungahan mismo, gi-distribute ato sa mga households diri. So ning hatag ang cooperative og training ani nga households, so we buy the ropes from them ug kita na mo baligya sa Shopee. We built this store out of the sales nga nakuha nato sa cocoa ropes. So this is a store that's built by bunot, no? So Co-op really helped us, and then until karon magsige gid ingon, and whenever we are invited to talk, it's Co-op and the cocoa business sa Co-op nga nakatabang gid taon sa namo ni Mrs. nga mabuhi. And in turn nakatabang pud mi sa mga communities diri sa pinamungahan nga makapamugas-bugas pud din taon sila pinagmay.
Indeed, Lamac MPC's success story is a God-given inspiration and motivation for our coconut farmer organizations.